let's just have a quick look now at your chakras. This is part of what I call, what we're calling at the Astroflower here, is the blueprint energy readings. And so we're going to be able to look at your chakras over this 3-month period and try and give you a heads up the sort of chakras that you really want to be sort of putting out there, relying on, or getting involved with, or being a little bit sort of conscious about. So let me just place my cards there, and let's just bring up our sort of chakra man, as we call him. Okay, so here we go. We've got the arms here, and there's the legs like that, and then the head. So let's just go in here, and the crown chakra. Okay, so over this 3-month period, please. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff on. I think this has to do with your autumn period. So I would be wary about thinking too much. Try and keep things simple, to the point, and try not to take on too much in the way of mental activity. It can be overwhelming from time to time. I think mainly in February and March, you should really think about sort of doing activities that will distract you from your everyday life, as it were. Okay, let's just have a look at your root chakra here. Okay. Very solid, but short. So it's like, it's large, it's wide, but not long. Okay. So, you could probably, which is helping you to do that transition between one period and another, but it'd also be good to do a bit of, within that meditation, that distraction and stuff like that, occasionally just do a bit of grounding just to keep you there, keep it real, as it were. So yeah, that's sort of, that's keep it real by connecting. But then again, at the same time, you are going through this transition, so I can understand that your root chakra is withdrawn because there was a lot more going on your crown. Let's just see what's going on your heart chakra. There's definitely gaiety about it. It's almost as if it's, you want to play with your heart chakra. It's like ruffling your feathers in a way. That's how it feels like. So yeah, I would enjoy, be that childish aspect of life, just happy-go-lucky sort of scenario. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. It's tight and to the point. That's good. So it's going to keep you focused on things, and I would listen to that side of things more than anything else. That work play ethic is going to be really important. So when you're working, be point and on the point. When you're playing, let that ruffling of the heart chakra to come and play. Yeah, your throat and third eye. Let's just have a look at that. Obviously, there's a lot more on the third eye because there is a lot more thinking in this process because you're in your autumn period, and your throat's a little bit less. You may find talking just a bit a waste of time in a way. No, not a waste of time, but you may not find the words, and you may not be more listening rather than talking, basically. And I think that's a good idea. So you can just continue on your path of where you're supposed to be going. On your sacrum, this is where the desires are bringing it in for you. So it's a desire to, for things to work, for things to be solid, for foundation, for security, that sort of thing. You know, it's thinking about, you're, feathering your nest, basically. A bit like that Four of Swords that we saw in the reading. I think that plays into that beautifully there. It also gives you that rite of passage with the Six of Swords. That comes out with your own personal desires. So it would be good for you to follow your own personal desires in accordance with your relationships, but also in accordance with the financial sort of world and that sort of thing. And it will allow you to set yourself in a position for the going future where you can provide for everyone rather than not having anything trying to provide for everything. That sort of thing. Okay. So let's just see on your overall aura. Okay, so in your overall aura, here we get is a bit of internal conflict. This is not necessarily a conflict with yourself. This could well be just mental conflict with someone else. So it could be like, oh, that George is really annoying sort of thing. Trying to avoid that. And I think that's what the Seven of Swords is all about as well. The Five of Swords, sorry, is all about, which we saw down there. So I would just be, at the end of the day, we all get like that. You know, there's no exceptions. But it's good to, at the end of the day, to take a cup of tea, to just sit down and kind of go through what you thought in the day, the big things that you thought about in the day might have annoyed you or really made you feel elated or stuff like that. Just recognizing them, and then just kind of going, okay, that thought there with George, I don't like. Bring it back to me, because you're going to be slightly disconnected, and it's easier to bring it out. Then you can take it out of your circulation, and therefore you don't have those boomerangs that you throw out, and they end up coming back and hitting us in the head. You know, we can't actually hurt anybody else with it. At the end, we only hurt ourselves. We think it's George throwing the stick at us, but it's not. It's us throwing a boomerang that comes out and hits us. And kind of when it comes back and hits us, it's kind of going, George. So there you go. Yeah, I would just be wary of that as well. Okay, Taurus. There's loads going on this channel, as you can well see. This new year, we're going to have these blueprint readings probably on a weekly basis for a start, and then we'll start doing very much in tandem with the tarot readings that we do as well on this channel. So yeah, there's loads going on. Thank you very much for your support for this channel, and yeah, welcome to the journey. It's going to be great fun. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.